Good night, and welcome to a moderately late stream by Phelps Railway Adventures, which you can probably see directly in the live chat. There's a quick statement from myself. Shush you. From myself, of course, explaining why it's so late and why it hasn't occurred sooner. So at least we get a different title. Hello, Adam. But yeah, currently we're looking at Edinburgh Market. I've stuck a custom message into the system. I was wondering who's actually still up, because it is 21:31. Well, it's better than doing nothing, isn't it? Hello, Sam. What's this? Hang on, I've just seen something funny on the East Midlands Twitter. I'll be with you in a moment. Alright, come off charge then for a minute. Let's find what I was looking for. Hello, deleted channel. I don't know who that is. And quite frankly, I don't care. Right, someone's arguing why a train isn't left on in the station to keep it warm. It's supposedly the middle of summer, which isn't very good for myself. Hello, Trev. I don't know if my custom message has come across yet either. Let's force reset the board. There we go. Be with you momentarily. Yeah, that's currently Edinburgh Market. I've had on that most of the day. If you've got any stations that you want, stick it in the chat and we'll illustrate there. What app do I use? How do you mean, Ernie? Once we head across to Air. Oh, Razor Tech. You must be a new sub then. There's the custom message for this stream. It's basically the same as I stuck in the comments earlier. Hello, Ban. Or should we say, P. Yeah, I saw your thing on Twitter, P. Yeah, we've got the Union running tomorrow at 07:17. Stock arrival will arrive at 07:12. With my sleeping pattern, it's only no point in me going to bed. I won't be up till 10, and it'll be off. So that's Air. Next train, platform 1, the 21:45, Scotland's railway service to Glasgow Central. Calling it Newton-on-Ayr, Prestwick Tone, Prestwick International Airport, Droon, Barassie, Irvine, Kilwinning, Johnstone, Paisley Gilmore Street, and Glasgow Central. Hello, Tom Beresford. To get the train information to get onto the... Could you try retranslating that? I might go to Glasgow one day when I can get round to it. Oh, is that a normal service? No, that's a strange one. Just looking, 22:30, Scotland's railway service to Maybole and Girvan. I'll just quickly show it through the stream. Look, the 22:30 Scotland's railway service from Ayr to Girvan. 2 stops. Must just be stop movement to Girvan for an early service tomorrow. Any suggestions? Okay, we'll go to Sunderland and see if there's any Tyne and Weir Metro. I know that the Sheffield Supertram is currently on strike. Yes, Stagecoach is at it again. The next train, it's platform 3, is the 21:47 Tyne and Weir Metro route service to Newcastle Airport. Calling it St. Peter's, Stadium of Light, Seaburn, East Bolden, Brockley Winds, Felgate, Peelaw, Heworth, Newcastle Central, South Gosforth, Regent Centre, and Newcastle Airport. You'll do Machynlleth in a moment, which is the correct pronunciation. Machynlleth. Then we'll go to Blackpool if there's anything there. Let me just check Machynlleth. I'm trying to get some tram feeds for the board. I've sent across to Russell, of course, the Nottingham Express and the Sheffield Supertram. But he says, if there is a high enough demand it will be implemented. If there's a high enough demand for a feed. Let's go across to 𝗂𝗏𝗏 now. Because there's a cancellation, so I'm going to switch that on. Hang on, let me include services with thingy. Hello, Chevon. What apps do you use to get the train information? Well, I mostly use by train or faster route. There we are. Your attention, please. The 21:47 Arriva Trains Wales service to Pwllheli has been cancelled. This is due to a shortage of train crew. We apologise for the disruption to your journey today. I think that was the right pronunciation of Pwllheli. We'll never know because that's Atos, Ruth and Errol Jones. They call him Glyn, his real name's Errol. If you want, I can find the news article and post it in the comment in the chat section. I do. Right. Do suggested Blackpool earlier, we'll see what's there. Blackpool North will be after the service message. There we are. Because we also show buses. The next bus to depart from will be the 21:45 Northern service to Preston. Calling it Leighton, Poulton Le Fylde, 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Preston. For the 21:45 Northern service to Preston. I don't know where the pickup point is for buses at Blackpool, so I'm not including it. The next service at Blackpool North is 22:25 to Manchester Airport. For Leighton, Poulton, Kirkham, Preston, Leyland, Oxford Road, Piccadilly and Airport. We could do TfL if anyone wants. P. Northern is going better. I've just directly, recently, that the timetable that the majority of operators were supposed to be running this month should be rectified by December. A new Thameslink and Great Northern interim timetable will come in place on the 15th to apparently stabilise the service away from fail plan 2020. Well, you've already failed plan 2018. What's on the back of tornado? Well, it's the Union of South Africa, and I'm expecting a 𝗿𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 67 on the rear of it. I'll pull up my information. Hang on. Right, I'll pass you through a head code that you can search on the website. When we're looking, hang on. That's Donham Market, that's the wrong place. What month am I in? July, yeah, that's right. There it is. Okay, so on the following link, you'll need to search for codes 1 Zulu 60, 1 Zulu 67. If you search for those head codes, it will find directly the train. According to that, it's 𝗿𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 ran with Duchess, no, not Duchess either, with Union leading to London, then Diesel from London Victoria on the return. Right, Snowill. I'll leave the cancelled service showing, then we know what's happening. Usually I have it turned off. The next train at platform 3 is the 21:57 West Midlands Railway service to Dorridge, calling at Birmingham Moor Street, Small Heath, Tyseley, Acox Green, Alton, Solihull, Witney Manor, and Dorridge. Actually, let's see if I can access the system and get the carriage count for that service. Let's have a look. No. Actually, hang on, can I? Can I get in the other way then? Snowhill. Let's see if I can get in that way. Yeah, there we go. So the Dorridge has 3 carriages. The next train to arrive at platform 1 will be the 1947 Chiltern Railway service from London Marylebone. This train will terminate here. Currently, I've got information due to a broken on a train we used to Milton Keynes earlier. There's still delays. Neither APT. Yeah, we'll look at the rest in a minute. Let's let this roll through a bit more. Due to engineering work taking place, there are no trains calling at Oxford. Trains heading to Oxford from Birmingham will start and terminate at Banbury. Buses will run from Banbury to Oxford, Didcot Parkway, King's Sutton, Appleford, Moreton in Marsh, and Kingham. So we got St Pancras Thameslink. I can do that. So what you do for this one, Adam, this also applies to you. If you want to do St Pancras Thameslink, you've got your platform filters. I don't know if they'll apply on the system you've got. Clear all filters and only select platform A and B, which I just have. So you'll just see platform A and B. This counts Lorsham. Platform B for the 2143 Thameslink service to Luton. Calling at West Hampstead Thameslink, Mill Hill Broadway, Elstree Boreham Wood, Radlett, St Albans City, Harpenden, Luton Airport Parkway, and Luton. This train will not be calling at Bedford today. This is due to an operational incident. No, it's not is it? Yeah, I'll do Shrewsbury soon. Let's go up slightly. There's Newcastle. I'll do some on each, then use the one who head off can head off. It is Monday. Is it Newcastle? There looks to be the 2141 something service. Whose is it? Don't know. It's departed already. London North Eastern Railway. What else we got? Great Yarmouth. I don't think there's anything there either. Yeah, there is some Norwiches. Right, next, do this in order. New Street. Then I'll get back to reading what you put in. Just bear with me. This train is formed of one coach. Great Yarmouth to Norwich, one carriage. Good Christ, that's a squeeze. Good Lord. Right, hang on. Put up the chat on the other phone. We did Newcastle. New Street's gone through. I'm going to give it one more go. Then we'll get to Crewe, then Melton, then everything else. Next, Crewe, which I think might have the Caledonian Sleeper on it. Actually, not yet, because that doesn't... Good Jesus! today because of industrial action against their drivers, which would be, I don't know if the tram would be classed as a train, which would be the ASLEF union. The operational incident could mean, of course, we saw at Icombe, door opened when carriage not on platform, train skipping booked station, passing danger signal, you name it. Mowbray, Melton Mowbray, probably got nothing. Here it has, it's got a Nottingham train, the East Midlands service, calling it Nottingham only. This train has 2 carriages. That is South Western Railway. That's the only East Midlands services that calls at Mowbray, Oakham and Stamford is the early morning Spalding and the late evening Nottingham. Stevenage. These displays are available to buy soon, yeah, and then first. If you want, I could put the link to the website in the description again. You can sign up to the email alerts for when they're available. Yep, there we go. Anne's having a field day. Right, hang on, I'll go find it. Okay, to be notified of when the next batch is available, please visit this web link and sign up to the email notifications. Shrewsbury, let's go to Shrewsbury. Which doesn't have a platform 1 or 2. Some don't have a 5. There we are. The 2147 West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton. I think it's West Midlands Railway if it calls it them. The Aberystwyth. There we go. Welshpool, Newton, Kaya-Zeus, Macunthleth, Dovey Junction, Borth and Aberystwyth. Is chat. Platform 3, 20 service to Sheffield, Wakefield, Westgate and Leeds. Yeah, that'll be an East Midlands high-speed train there. I'd call it Langley Mill and Alfreton. Adams doesn't, right? Adams doesn't. His father bought his easily 2 years ago, and it's on very early software. So Adams barely even got Gen 1. Huddersfield. Which has platforms 1, 2, 4, 4A, 4B, 5, 6, 8. You skipped out 3 and bloody 7. To Wakefield, Kirkgate, calling it Dayton, Mirfield, and Wakefield, Kirkgate. Oh, bloody hell. It's all up front, Tom. Hang on. What was next in the list? Paskins Railway. Simple shout out. Doncaster. Oh, Cleethorpes is late. Good bloody start. Is that the local? No. That's the next one, isn't it? No, so it snaps straight into the station message. Banker Mother says no. Yeah, the Gen 2's £60, roughly. 60-70 quid. Slight pain to install, but yeah, whatever. Shush. Right, Meadow interchange. I said the trams would have finished from there anyway due to the industrial action on Stagecoach Supertram today. To Beverley. Calling it Doncaster, Goole, Saltmarsh, Gilberdyke, Brough, Hull, Cottingham, and Beverley. Not from Chinese, no P. Congleton. I don't think there's any train there now, actually. I think the Manchester Stokes might have finished. To Stoke-on-Trent, calling it Kidsgrove and Stoke-on-Trent. This train has 3 carriages. Plan to build more stations in Lincolnshire. Well, that's easy enough. We've got a practically abandoned line, for Christ's sake. The platforms are falling apart. Since we last went Gainsborough Central, that platform's got even worse. The Retford-Bone platform's deteriorated further. Ball is not coming home, Rocky. England stands 0 chance against Croatia. And that's a fact. There we go. It suddenly lost all connection. Right, yeah, as I was saying, the Lee Shoes in Buckinghamshire's Little Kimble between Prince's Risborough and Aylesbury. By Monks Risborough. Right, Heathrow 2 and 3, which Adam's board broke on. Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3, with platforms 1 and 2. How strange. Station code HXX to Heathrow Terminal 5. Calling it Heathrow Terminal 5 only. Kenilworth. And skip some of the stops so you see your station before you decide to head off. You can leave when you like and I'll just finish the stream when there's nobody left. West Midlands Railway service to Coventry only. This train is formed of 1 coach. Of course, it's a single 153. A single 153 between Coventry and Leamington Spa. Itchin, right. Itchin. To Peterborough. Calling it Alsey, Biggleswade, Sandy, St Neots, Huntingdon and Peterborough. The Orsham's cancelled and all. Good grief. This interim timetable is going to be useless. There's the up fast line for a train that's not usually scheduled to stop. So that's the up fast. Deal or no deal? That was a very boring show. It was more better just to watch paint dry or paint your own piss in boxes than open them. To Ramsgate, calling it sandwich and Ramsgate. Do Hitchin, Tom. That should be really loud. Apparently, anyway, when they're not manually announcing, Hitchin's really loud. Sandwich? Yes, sandwich. Edinburgh Waverley. Yeah, we can do underground. If anyone suggests an underground station we can look at on TFL. Edinburgh Waverley. Okay, the board's gone so dark you can't see it. Hang on. And it's going to come back alive in a minute. There we go. I'll switch it down again later on so it's not too blinding for me. Then I'm not faffing about with it more, am I? No, not as many as Hitchin, but tons louder. We're done. So, roll on line. Never, but I want to try and get your station done before you do. To Addick, calling it Swinton, Conisborough, Swinton, Mexborough, Conisborough, Doncaster, Bentley, and Addick. This train is formed of Casper, the ghost. 153305 has been around all day, it even went to Hull earlier. Right, let's now go across to TFL and go to Bank. Actually, Bank Underground or Bank Docklands Light Railway. Bank Main or Bank Docklands. Here's Bank Main with the Central, Northern and Waterloo and City line. Stand back, train approaching. Useful. Actually, I'll pull up TFL info so we can read that through. It's going to be very bad, I tell you. It is bad. This is your Transport for London travel information. There is a special service on TFL Rail. There are minor delays on London Overground. There is currently a good service operating on all our lines. Woodford via Hainault. I don't know London. Bing! What the bloody hell is a special service? Let's have a read of the amendments. Right, it says the engineering work between Liverpool Street and Shenfield after 2100 hours, Monday to Thursday. Bing! Right. And the announcements are Hitchens split. No, I think they're both sides. I think they're all platforms on all platforms. Westminster? Well, Theresa May's on her way out anyway. Earlier, Boris Johnson. And earlier this month, David Davis or some cocky bloke anyway. On this, you'll see the circle and another Stratford. Oh, good grief. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Sorted. Oh. It isn't Rocky. There's your waiting music. P. So that was Westminster. Anyone else suggest anything since? Off you go, like transport. We'll catch you later. Right, let's go back to National Rail. Baldock with a drastically amended service, with some trains now listed to terminate there. Baldock up and coming. Actually, whilst I wait, I'll just check out your channel, the Creeper, and just see what's going on there. Well, you haven't spelled lazy right. You've put I'm lazy. But never mind. Ooh. London Marylebone. Oh, this will be fun then. London Marylebone. Which is about 80 million different ways to pronounce the bloody thing. To Oxford Parkway. Calling it Bicester Village, I Slip, and Oxford Parkway. Platform 6 for the 2210 Chiltern Railway service to Birmingham Moor Street. Calling it High Wycombe, Haddon Town Parkway, Bicester North, Banbury, Leamington Spa, Warwick Parkway, Solihull, and Birmingham Moor Street. Stratford, we'll do Stratford. If I can see my keyboard, which I actually can't. No. Ah, there we go. To Gidea Park. London King's Cross. So we're not bombarded with services without a platform. I'm going to switch off the include undefined again, so we can see it properly. Nothing. What do you mean nothing? So nothing's on the platform boards at King's Cross at the minute then, on the main platform. How very peculiar. Oh, there's no platforms in the feed, that's why. Liverpool South Parkway, right then. I think it's also till the 28th of this month. Liverpool Lime Street's only served by trains to Wigan and Huyton. Now there's a Merseyrail there calling it Cressington, Aigburth, St Michael's, Brunswick, Liverpool Central, Moorfields, Sandhills, bus to Hunts Cross, calling it Hunts Cross only. This is a Merseyrail bus. West Runton says EWS trains. West Runton, one platform. To Sheringham, calling it Sheringham only. Don't have any carriages. Lancaster, which had theft of signalling cables earlier this morning, but 6 o'clock. Let's see what's left of Lancaster. There we go, calling it Oxon Home Lake District, Penrith for the North Lakes, Carlisle, London St Pancras, Maine. Okay. Now on this one, I'm going to switch off the A and B, so you can see the main platforms. Platform 13 for the 2212 service to Margate, calling it Stratford, Ebbsfleet, Ashford, Canterbury West, Ramsgate, Broadstairs and Margate. I can't be able to say international 3 times. God no. Platform 4 for the 2220 East Midlands trains service to Sheffield, calling it Luton Airport Parkway, Bedford, Wellingborough, Kettering, Market Harborough, Leicester, Loughborough, East Midlands Parkway, Derby, Chesterfield and Sheffield. Yeah, if you didn't notice, Tom, you got a very old copy of Leicester and Nottingham at Bedford. A very old copy. It's like 10 years old. No, they have not. They've not been on time, Patrick, at all. Not once. Always late in. I mean, if it is by 3 minutes, it's still bloody late. At the end of the day, late is late, whether it's 60 seconds or 60,000 seconds. Cambridge, Maine. I'm going to leave off again any cancelled services. Bedford are really slow because that's a very old copy of Leicester and Nottingham we got. Very old. You check modern day against that, you won't believe your ears. So, next on there, of course, the 2214 to Royston, Letchworth, Hitchin and London from Ely. Chester, with of course their Merseyrail. Platform 4A for the 2225 Arriva Trains Wales service to Crewe, calling it Crewe only. This train is the service from Holyhead. If you're input up into this limit, then it will pick up charters. Platform 7B for the 2225 Merseyrail service to Liverpool Central, calling it Berg, Capenhurst, Hooton, Eastern Rake, Bromborough Rake, Spital, Port Sunlight, Bebington, Rock Ferry, Green Lane, Birkenhead Central, Hamilton Square, James Street, Moorfields, Liverpool Lime Street, and Liverpool Central. We got a call for York. Which next has a Brighouse train, in other words, Uddersfield. Platform 6 for the 2217 to Church Fenton, Micklefield, East Garforth, Crossgates, Leeds, Bramley, New Pudsey, Bradford, Lowmore, Halifax, Brighouse, and Huddersfield. No, but with that though, Tom, where they're also announcing where the train's from as like a continuing service, it's basically to say if what, let's say for example you had a child that was 40, your roleplay 90, you were going to pick them up, you'd hear exactly where that train's from, so you could probably pick it out without them actually saying. If they say we're on the so-and-so train from insert origin, you could probably guess what service they are on before it arrives in the platform. And check yourself. London Stansted Airport. British Pummels at Donor Market, yeah, I think that's a pair of 67s or something. So that's London Stansted Airport for Alderley End, Whittlesford and Cambridge. Finsborough Park with 8 platforms. Oh, good God. Jesus Christ. The 2200 service to Letchworth Garden City is delayed. The 2214 service to London King's Cross is delayed. This is due to an operational incident. Your attention, please. The 2224 Thameslink service to Peterborough has been cancelled. This is due to an operational incident. And that reading of Peterborough is how the Thameslink Great Northern First Capital Connect systems call it. Like, of course, you would at Blackfriars. Peterborough. The next train to arrive at platform 2 will be the 2214 Thameslink service to King's Cross, calling it King's Cross only. This train is formed of 8 coaches. I know it's an 8 because I don't think a 12 would fit in Cambridge North where it should have originated. Lime Street, okay. Of course, you might just see Merseyrail and a couple of buses and that might be it. Yeah, there's a New Brighton, which calls, of course, at Liverpool Central, James Street, Hamilton Square, Conway Park, Birkenhead North, Wallasey Village, Wallasey Grove Road, and New Brighton. It does indeed. I don't know who's on Merseyrail. 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗏𝗃𝗏. Let's go. Stevenage. We should put in the same boat as Finsbury, to be honest. Yeah, it's worse a boat. The 22:17 service to Horsham has been cancelled. The 14 service to Peterborough delayed by approximately 21 minutes. Twist them. '32 service to Brighton is delayed by approximately 7 minutes. They start doing stuff. Go. Has got the 22:25 to Deal, Walmer, Martin Mill, Dover Priory, Folkestone, Ashford. Okay, Letchworth, Gardens, official name. Chainworth, Waterbeach, Ely, Littleport, Downham Market, Watlington, and Kings Lynn. Leeds. Okay, we'll see what's at Leeds. No service will start to die down at some other stations soon. That'll be it till the morning for services. There's a Hebden Bridge. I don't know if that's Grand Central stock or not. They've literally only got one 180 in service. Yeah, I'll check King's Cross in a moment, and I'll put the filter, set the filter off, that essentially will let it show all of the platforms with or without a train. Zoom one out the concourse. The platforms only show the services when they're confirmed. Which is one of the GCR stations is going to look as well. At London King's Cross, there's the Kings Lynn, the next train, in 20 minutes. For Letchworth, Royston, Cambridge, Cambridge North, Waterbeach, Ely, Littleport, Downham Market, Watlington, and Kings Lynn. If you put a tube station in the chat, I'll pick it up and send it across to the system. Next we'll go Edinburgh. I think that's what I actually started on. Actually, I started at A Market, didn't I? Here's Edinburgh with the Ellensborough. Yeah, it will be Northern Railways. That will be one of the preserved ones. we'll do, yeah, one more mainline station, which will be Inverness, which is probably closed for the night. I highly think it has. Yep. Inverness, no finished all services. There's just got arrivals later from Tain. Right, so we'll go to Waterloo for Waterloo and City. I'll show Waterloo in general for the Bakerloo, Jubilee and Northern as well. Here we've got more going through. There's the Terminator, there's the Harrow and Weald-Ston, Elephant and Castle. Kensington via Charing Cross, Stratford. Oh, service up. Here is a firmware update. Ah, we suddenly gone into a boot loop. Hang on. Let me just try and recover it. There we go. Right, Tottenham Court Road, is that TfL? I'll put Nottingham on space to try and get the board back into the static phase as it put itself into a boot loop. Tottenham Court Road with the Central and Northern. There's Hainault via Newbury Park. Oxford Circus, of course. In a moment, we'll have to leave TfL, so I think that's causing the board problem at the moment. Now, there's Oxford Circus with the Walthamstow Central, the Victoria line. Neaston, is that underground as well? Yep. Do one more underground after this and we'll switch back to mainline. So I think the TfL feed's slightly unstable. Ashwell and Morden. Here you go. Here's Ashwell. Salisbury, should be a service still there. It only has platforms 2, 3, 4 and 6. I think we did Itchen a little while ago, didn't we? Who calls it Letchworth Garden City? The old First Capital Connect system and the station signs. Motherwell. There we are. Half north. By a broken down train, you useless bloody arse. So there's some more trains for Moorgate. Which of course the Moorgate calls at Bayford, Cuffley, Cruiser, Gordon Hill, Enfield, Chase, Grange Park, Winchmore Hill, Palmers Green, Bowes Park, Alexandra Palace, Hornsey, Haringey, Finsbury Park, Drayton Park, Highbury, Essex Road and Old Street. Would have done Blackpool way earlier in the street. I think we've already done York Northgate as well. Lichfield. Trent Valley. I don't know which is which actually. Hang on, I've got a million different bloody searches for it. There we go, it's that one. Then we'll go Retford, then Darlington. Retford West services have nearly calmed down for the night, I think. Yeah, there's a Sheffield off platform 2, which will be better. Is there a ban? I think it's only 9. Darlington. But as you point out on the East Coast mainland, there's more intense 800 training now, because it needs to be pushed into service by December. Even Doncaster Depot's got already full. Now, when I passed Doncaster Depot a few weeks back, it was completely rammed of 800s. Rammed. So no wonder Great Westerns were being made over at what's-its-face? Highingham. They will be the same as Great Western Railway. It's like different furnishings. The thumbnail worked on the Betheringham video though. 387's not too bad because I had 7 back from Cambridge North to Ely. It wasn't too dusty. And that was, of course, Great Northern. Wetherell. I think that service is finished for the night. There's the last one, the 2251 Northern Railway service to Carlisle, calling it Carlisle only. Brighton. Now I'll take our custom message off so you can see the actual station messages. Just refresh that. There's an East Croydon and a Seaford. There we are, amended service on the Thameslink Great Northern Network. The swap between Reading and Gatwick. And the swap between St Pancras and Blackfriars. It's gone well. Platform 8 for the 2241 to London Road Brighton, Moulsecoombe, Falmer, Lewis, New Haven, New Haven, Albert, Bishopstone and Seaford. Latest Kent. Balkan, I'm not sure if there's a service there at the minute. The St Pancras will be St Pancras Thameslink. There's a Barnum calling it Barnum only. Barnsley. There's some Barnsley bits. Leeds, calling it Wakefield Kirkgate, Leeds. Wakefield Kirkgate. Paddington, Maine. Good, we've already been on for 60 minutes. I've not even noticed. Oh well. Since everyone buggers off and I'm off. Now there's a Great Western Railway service to Neath. Train at platform 7's the 2240 Heathrow Express service to Heathrow Airport and Heathrow Terminal 5. So I can get IRA up, information system, get a carriage code for Neath and see if it's got a cafe. Change it Neath for bus to Swansea. Wonderful. So if I do it this way. Oh, that's wonderful. It's a pair of IEPs. Lazy AWS. Platform 5 for the 2245 Great Western Railway service to Neath. Calling it Reading, Didcot Parkway, Swindon, Bristol Parkway, Newport, Cardiff Central, Bridgend, Port Talbot Parkway, and Neath. This train has 10 coaches. Change at Neath for services to Swansea. First class accommodation is available on the train. Guildford, which has no announcements now because they're turned off between 7 and 10. Reading. Nothing special there anyway. Euston. It's a disruption between Watford and Milton Keynes. Okay, Bulldog once more, then you can go. There you go, Bulldog. Then we'll go right away to Stratford. And see what else pops on. So there's Bulldog one last time. We've just done Euston. Let's go Stratford. Stratford Avon. Victoria, of course, Victoria, Victoria. Only one train to Bromley South, calling at Brixton, Ernhill, West Dulwich, Sydenham, Penge East, Kent Ouse, Beckenham Junction, Shortlands and Bromley South, practically following an Orpington train that terminates prior. Step for access to the can be gone through via the place. Right. Gatwick. There's something happened. I just closed the bloody client. Gatwick. To Chichester and Bognor Regis. Front 6 coaches for 3 Bridges, Crawley, Ifield, Little Avon, Horsham, Christ's Hospital, Billingshurst, Pulborough. He's late anyway and I can't find his partner because he's already departed. Arundel, Barnham and Chichester. All I can tell you though, the 22:20 service to Hastings via Eastbourne and Littlehampton via Hove is delayed by approximately 27 minutes. This is due to a points failure at Austin. Let's watch this go through again. Amended timetable, we know that. Red Hill Gatwick, we know that. What's new? St Pancras and Blackfriars. Yeah. Yeah, Heathrow 5. Let's have a look at that. Heathrow 5. Platforms 3 and 4. Strange. No service. Yeah, there is. But there's no platforms listed, so it's not showing them. Ollenmouth. Nothing at Ollenmouth. Ollenmouth service is closed down for the night. Manchester Airport. There's some trains there. There's a 22:47 Trans-Pennine Express service to York via Manchester, Victoria. Calling at Piccadilly, Oxford Road, Victoria, Stalybridge, Mosley, Greenfield, Marsden, Slough, Huddersfield, Dewsbury, Leeds and York. It is Allenmouth. Allenmouth Frannick. Maidenhead. There's a Reading. Twyford and Reading. Birmingham New Street. I think that might be closing down for the night shortly. I know it will have, of course, its usual night entrance, which was read through by Andrew Smith before he left New Street. There's a Crewe of platform 4C. Probably, yeah. Where's the Dawlish? We've already looked at Lime Street. There's a painter in calling it Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Torquay painting for Great Western Railway. On the bottom there was the Midnight 31. Great Western Railway service to Exeter St David's. Which is probably that same train back again. Live Lime, we've done that. I think we'll probably finish this at 11, then you can go to bed. I say if I head off, I'm not going to get the train tomorrow, am I? So I'm not usually up to 9, 10 in it because it's 7. Ely. How long have I been live? Let me just check. Apparently 76 minutes. An hour 16. So that's of course Ely. Hucknall, yeah, let's be a straight one. Which has one platform. I wonder if it's as random as Bulwellers, because that was terrible when I passed there. What are these boards called? I've still got a link posted. There you go, look at the website, and if you want one, sign up to the email notifications for the next batch. Probably Bulwell and Nottingham. All. With its 1 through 7 platforms. Well, there we go, the instruction message. Huddersfield, Piccadilly, Victoria, due to a train that had broken down at Huddersfield earlier today. So there's all. For some reason can't get information for. There's nothing coming through my feed. Skegness, there's no service there anywhere. No, that finished earlier. No Trev. What drink is that? Hang on, if you must know. Let me get me torch on. Level 1. And that refocus again. Yeah. This is not anything deadly. This is not coke. I hate it when an app says it's got notification. Nothing there. There's nothing new. Stop lying. Yeah, end of past link consent rule off. The last train was 22:42. That was a 153 for Sheffield. What we're doing next, I have no idea. I might use the time after this stream to plan it a bit. It'll give me something to do for the next good couple of hours, won't it? I say if I go off, I won't be getting the train tomorrow. That's of course just what I've set myself to do, just last the night out. Yeah, of course, feel free to leave the stream when you want. When everyone goes, I'll just end it and you can watch it on demand. Which then should be about another to get another notification. If you've clicked the bell icon, which doesn't even work. I've ticked the bell for most channels and I never get any notifications from them at all, ever. Even with the bell clicked. It's useless. Let alone the algorithm, of course, though. I've not been making much either. If I just quickly pull up my approximate analytics for this month, I tell you, you would think it's a lot. In reality, it's nothing. Let me just go into my analytics page. You should be hitting a new low. Right. So according to the current estimated statistics, in the last month, I should have gained myself £27.99. £28. That's absolutely nothing in the modern world. £28 would barely get you from Gainsborough to Actually, it wouldn't. So I think that's 30. You'd get your Newark, Nottingham back. You'd have about 50. Finally, I think they might have finished service as well. If nothing comes up, then we know they have. Yep, finished. Yeah, I don't think they're still going back to South Western Railway on the Portsmouth, so. I don't know if they made them any safe, because if I remember, it was a Gatwick that was involved in the, I can't remember the exact phrasing, so I'm going to call it demonetisation incident, which I think, oh God, where was it? Brighton, Clapham, Croydon, wherever it was. Someone got demonetisation, so they had to try and bars over the windows. I don't know if they've done that properly yet. Yeah, I'm alright, Oliver. Getting through, I suppose. What else can you do in this world? Slough. Station code slow. I'll look at Norwich. I think it's got a couple more trains and then that's it. Service is out. Here we are. Here's Slough. The London Paddington only train. I think the Windsor line's finished. No, there's one, the 2312. Norwich, which recently had new speakers because were inaudible. I know Leeds is going down the exact same street. Platform 5A for the 2300 hours. Greater Anglia service to Great Yarmouth. Calling at Brondall, Lingwood, Acle, and Great Yarmouth train is full of coach. For God's sake. Wigan Western. There you go, platforms 1 through 6. There'll be delays there and all. Don't know if North West train spot 390 has been down tonight or not. Yeah, they're going to run the trams between Sheffield and Parkgate. If you go on to Tracksy, I'll put an exact link in the chat momentarily, because they already have a copy of what it should look like. You know, to Tracksy, it'll load you straight at Rotherham Central, and you can see Rotherham Parkgate. So essentially, they're going to split Rotherham into platforms 1 through 4 itself. The trains stop at 1 and 2, like Sunderland. The trams will stop at 3 and 4. Tamworth coming through. Yeah, I've been to Rotherham. Passed through there, didn't I, when I went to Doncaster via Sheffield. Which was an easier route until they demonetised a road with the timetable. Itching we already did earlier on. Let's go back an hour or so and you'll see it. Oh, we'll go back Newark North again and stick that through. There we go. There's the last East Midlands off in Newark, the 2310 stopper. Kind of all the work we did earlier, go back an hour or so and you'll see it. There you go, platforms 1 through 6. Oxford is closed, but we can see the buses on there. Oh, bloody hell. Hang on, let me reconnect the Wi-Fi on my other phone. It's not letting me load any stations on the apps. So bear with me. Okay, so I'm not going to get any information there. Right, let's look at Oxford's buses. Okay, a bit what we will. The front of this service to 𝗂𝗙𝗙𝗳𝗏 Parkway, calling it 𝗂𝗙𝗙𝗏 Parkway only, as you'll see on the screen there. Oh, the one service, I've got no bloody. The front of the station for the 2311 Great Western Railway service to Banbury. Can't get stopped up though because my app's freaked out again. front of the station is not important because no, I can't get information on that bloody bus. If you're leaving, goodbye. Yeah, the apps don't like me, they're all giving up. Putting all them doing updates at the same time, but never mind. How many railway lines still run semaphore signals? Well, I know Swindon still does. Brondell won't by the end of the year. Brondell's been upgraded. Can't think of many more, to be honest. The green light on the back of the board's the controller to say it's on. Or on somewhat anyway. And we're crossing to Lavalagans. I think Isle of Man. There's some down south. More towards Devon and Cornwall. I don't know really. But I did make an allergen playlist of my older videos. I'll quickly find that and send it through. Most of which are Doddington Road, Kings Lynn, Maxi, and of course Littleport. No. Stop making noises. Shush. Here's my hydrogen playlist. The front of the station for the 2311 Great Western Railway service to Banbury, calling it Tackley, Hayford, Kings Sutton and Banbury. Okay, Poulton Lafylde. Probably buses. Bus just going to Preston, calling it Kirkman Preston. There to cover for driver training, which can't be done during bloody industrial action. Yeah. Kiveton Bridge is through that as well. Car stairs? If you need stairs to get in your car, for goodness sake, don't buy one. Station code CRS, which is the type of codes that we use. Calling it Carluke, Wishaw and Motherwell. Oh, that's the sleeper there. There's the Midnight 19. Calling it Watford and Euston. So if I filter platform quickly and take off that top train, you'll see the Caledonian sleeper to Watford and Euston. There we are. Watford Junction 0643, London Euston 0707. Good God, the other sleeper, the Aberdeen, Fort William Inverness from Euston's about 36 minutes behind. Was at Watford. How'd you do that one then? Watford Junction. I think the Abbey line's finished for the night. You won't see nothing down there anyway. Yeah, Abbey line's closed. Boosted up Carstairs. That should come up with a... Yeah, Doncaster has some halogen signals. There we go. The Glasgow Central and Edinburgh stairs, and the real Carlisle, Carstairs, and Edinburgh. Plot with the 2350 Caledonian Sleeper service to Glasgow Central and Edinburgh. Show again. Off. There we are. Sorry for another cut. It went again. This issue breach of sandwich, no contact sandwich station within the area is strange. Yes. Okay, laters Richard. Cardiff Central. Yeah, I think there is. Oh, there's a bus to 𝗂𝗓𝗄𝗏. Pull up the board on my phone, I can keep track. Bus to Pontypridd, the 2315 Arriva Trains Wales service to Fishguard Harbour is delayed. That's the 1931 from Manchester Piccadilly to arrive at Fishguard at 02:37. Platform 7, the 2312 Arriva Trains Wales service to Grangetown, Dingle Road and Penarth. The front of the station for the 2316 Arriva Trains Wales service to 𝗂𝗓𝗄𝗏, calling at Cardiff, Queen Street, Heath High Level, Llanishen, Lisbon and Thornhill, Caerphilly, Aber, Enniglyn and Churchill Park, Llanbrodach and 𝗂𝗓𝗄𝗏. Yeah, latest Trev. We've done Euston way earlier. Next train platform 1, the 2320 Arriva Trains Wales service to Gloucester, calling at Newport, Seven Tunnel Junction, Caldicott, Lydney, Chepstow, Lydney and Gloucester. Funny. Right, hang on. So that's fast to Rado. So the bus that you saw for Pontypridd is the one that calls at Queen Street, Carthays, Llandaff, whereas the train goes straight to Radio, Taftswell, Treforest and Pontypridd. What person comes up with 𝗂𝗓𝗄𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧 I'll check prior to sending the feed over. No, nothing. Penzance is finished. There's the Neath that we saw way earlier at Paddington. Of course, one Lima 20 is late. It's about 15 late, which is Liverpool South Parkway to Nottingham. Current report, 19 late at Chinley. This is the bus to Astrad Monarch. Yeah. The Mike Jevons 10k calorie challenge from Domino's has been taken down. I wonder if it got demonetised for having too much pizza. Probably. I'll share his tweet in case you follow Mike Jevons. And it's expected to be in service in the next few weeks, and there's going another 2. Because if you're down the Riviera area and you see like a Great Western 153 without the Great Western marks, you know it's coming off lease in a few weeks and it's due to go up to Northern or East Midlands trains. As they can tell what's about to go. Like 382, when Joe was at Crediton, that was denamed, and that's now with East Midlands trains. No, I didn't go into that trouble. But yeah, all Great Western 153s are due to come off release in a few weeks anyway. And then by the end of November next year, they've all got to be out of bicycle storage for Scotland Railway. Because they're not compliable for the latest legislations. Bognor we did earlier. Let's go back a few hours and see that. Oh, and here's a picture from Doncaster Roberts Road of Union sat there tonight with the nameplate for tomorrow's service on its way for King's Cross, and it's off to depot. Diesel back. That should be the 0717 off of Lincoln Central, stocking at 0712. Derby. There's a boss at the air. What are TP doing with their 185? So the only trains they're going to have, because I think the 350s are being withdrawn shortly. Ely again, okay. Wait for Westgate leaves broken down freight train at Oakwood. Ely, there's a Norwich train. Calling at Brandon, Thetford, Attleborough, Wyndham, Norwich. Yeah, something like that. Oliver lines shortly going to be these plastic bloody 395s, essentially. Just less fat. Because that's blatantly what the IEP is, because they're all by attaching. So 395 that goes slower, is thinner, and is made of more plastic. So you can't win. Yeah, 802s, I think they're the full diesel. I think the 800 itself is electric only, the 801 is bimodal, and the 802 I think is just diesel. I haven't got a clue, I've not read up about them. I'll see if eBay's got anything, because they would know. Okay, so London North Eastern Railway is going to get stock 800 101 through 800 102 to 13, 800 201 to 210, and that's it. So they're going to get to that 23 units for London North Eastern Railway. 23 IEPs are expected to be done. They were maintained at Bones Green, Doncaster and Craig and Tinney. Great Westerns are maintained at North Pole, Stoke Gifford and Malaphant. And the current named units for Great Western Railway is 800 003, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria. 800 004, Kingdom Eisenbach, Kingdom Brunel, Sir Daniel Gooch. 800 008, Trainbow. 800 009, Sir Gareth Edwards, John Charles. 800 010, Michael Bond, Paddington Bear. 800 019, Johnny Johnson, Joy Loftus. 800 020, Bob Woodward, Elizabeth Rolfe. They're the current named IEPs. Yeah, South Eastern recently put out a Trainbow 395. Those that are still here, you can feel free to leave the stream at any time. It'll come up on demand afterwards, so you won't miss a thing. Yeah, it is getting a bit quiet, Connor. because of course I don't want those that have the school work, whatever to do tomorrow, to stay up throughout. I'm here all night anyway, so if anyone fancies sticking around the old time, has nothing to do, be my guest. And pointless plug, feel free to click the $ at the bottom of the chat to donate to the channel. It'll help because I get paid literally nothing. Like I said earlier, the current statistic is about £27.99, which wouldn't get a week shop. It wouldn't get you a week's worth of shopping, because that's about 50 to 100. 30 would never cut it. Although, there's a TV show I got into a couple of weeks back and I haven't actually got back round to watching since, is 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, where the rich family swaps with the poor and they have to try and manage their up to £130 a week for activities and general shopping and days out. Whereas the poor family swaps into the rich family for that week and could end up with £2,000 to spend in that week from the other family's earnings. So in a way, just with the YouTube statistics, I fall in the lower part. Even that, I'm paid monthly, if that. Sometimes every 2 months. But yeah, that series is quite a good watch. If you find yourself with nothing to do and want to watch a bit of telly, go on to My5 and search 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Yeah, it is odd to see. There's one of them, which is in the first series, mother, father, daughter. And they was overspending a hell of a lot in the first 3 days. They scraped to the last day, day 7, with about £5 over 140 in a week. How can you spend £135 in the space of 3 days without like rail travel or anything? How do you spend that much in one go? Like immediately? It's very, very strange. But it is hell worth a watch. I need to keep up with that yet. I'll just quickly check the site and see when the next one's on for you, but I know it's on every other Saturday, I think. Let's have a look. I can also link the main webpage so you can have a look in your own time. Okay, so the next episode of Rich House, Poor House, if I can see when the next one's on telly. Bear with. No, it's not letting me see. Let me just quickly, where's me? When you try and look at a keyboard in the dark and can't see anything. That's me no sun, there we go. Right, I'm just going to pull one up and see if it'll say. No, but your best stuff like just checking a TV guide and it'll probably tell you, look for channel 5. But yeah, that show itself, will even just help you as a child or whatever you are. That would help you try and manage your money a bit better. Do you mean how does the train system know when the trains are late or severely delayed? It works off track sensors and reporting points. Say for example, if a train gets delayed between Claypole and Carlton loops, If it doesn't report at Carlton Loop in a certain time, it'll just mark it as delayed. It waits for that next report, then figures the delay out from that and estimates the rest of it. Actually, I just got rid of the page, but it'd be useful. Hang on. Oh, bloody hell, I've broken it. I've broken the internet. No, I haven't. Tell a lie, it's back. I'll send you the link directly to the show. Ah, bloody hell, it's just done something. Hang on. So yeah, this link will send you directly to season 1. If you just watch a couple of them, it will help you try and sort your money out a bit. Whether you've got loads or not, it will essentially help with spending. Most people are still flying off the walls. Good Jesus. Yeah, probably 14 or 87. As long as you know how to manage money, it's a lot easier for you. You can easily figure out if you're overspending or what. You can easily figure it out. What's this? If you want to know forever. No, you don't need to worry about essentials, but yeah, nonetheless, it'll help. I'm trying to start to cover in Cambridge. In the year, yes. But it still works along the point that I've got to ensure I've got the money back. I completely bugging myself arseways. A ballerina and 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗧𝗏. Ballerina was at extended a few years ago, and they moved one of the platforms over the other side, didn't they? And made it double line. Low right, it's an alarm. Versus the actual rules. Aberdeen mother anger after council tells her to remove trampoline from garden. What a world we live in. You can't have nothing in your garden. Next up, we're telling you to pull your grass up because there's that wheat. Which it does because there's been no bloody rain. It's a shame that Northern Ireland Railways aren't featured on this thing as well because they're not in the National Rail feed. That is a pity. But never mind. I've got their feed on, I can access their feed though. If I go on to say Iris, if I find one of the pages, I'll send a link straight over. Train operators, Translink Northern Ireland Railway. A phone Ballymoney, Ballerina. 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗴. It's like Ballerina now. There's no train service. There won't be at 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗴 either. I think they're probably on the same line. I phoned one. I phoned the 2335 Northern Ireland Railway service to Coleraine, calling at Ballymoney and Coleraine. I always used to think it was actually called Coleraine. Is it? Do they just call it Coleraine for essentially a different way? Coleraine or Coleraine, Austin? Coleraine or Coleraine? Because I don't know. If I was there, I would call it Coleraine myself. Either way, it's spelt exactly the same. But which is right? And that train on the screen is 1 Lima 20 from Liverpool South Parkway to Nottingham. It's always late. Like, if East Midlands trains can't run a late night service, what chance do they have during the day? So you're saying Coleraine? Because it's right, it's what Anne calls it, is Coleraine. Like I say, I've always thought Coleraine, but never mind. It's a very strange world, I tell you. It's a very strange world. Yeah. But in the first episode itself, that also shows the struggle, because one family has about £1,000 out of weekly income, the other has about £112 out of weekly income. Spot the difference, or you're going to manage either. If you have too much money, you're going to overspend drastically and end up with nothing. If you have too little, you're going to drastically overspend and end up with nothing. So either way. Born poor, die poor. Spend it all in 1 week, be poor. You can't win. Yeah, I think, yeah, Ballerina used to be a 4 barrier. There used to be a 2. I'm going to see if Google's been run recently. Bloody hell. When it can't find what you're looking for immediately. Yes, Ballerina Station. That's the one. Seacoast Road. I think it is, I don't know Ireland. Where are we looking? Where the bloody hell's it chucked me? Yeah, it's 2 barriers on Google. So yeah, Google as well only has single platform. So what they did is closed one platform and moved it all over the other side, and then upgraded it to 4 barriers. The Broken Arrow freight train near Oakwood. I'll have a look. I think it's 5 Delta 90, which if then I go back to scratch again. Come on, load up, load up. 5D 90. No idea. RTT can't find it. Also, I think Colerane's gone to LEDs now as well. But if I remember rightly, Coleraine you can hear Anne from the crossing because the station's so close. Yeah, I do, Connor. If you want, I can link my server. Is it because like there's a side road not far from the crossing, Austin? That's probably the simple reason why there's 5. Oh, Worcester's got great big drafts for Worcester Stand Hall. Nottingham's got Robins. Yeah, that's why then. Side roads. I need to wind my alarm back in case I do nod off. To about 5:30. Recently my sleeping pattern's been horrible in the weather. just last night I wasn't properly off till 3 o'clock, it was that hot. So I'm not even going to bother tonight. So probably will be off. There we are, it's back. So now I don't know when that cut off, but now you're looking at crew for the delayed sleeper. Left off Watford 36 late. The front portion for Aberdeen is Stirling, Dunblane, Gleneagles, Perth, Dunkeld, Pitlochry, Blairathol, Dalwhinnie, Newtonmore, Kingussy, Aviemore, Carbridge and Inverness. The centre carriages are for Inverkeithing, Kirkcaldy, Lucas, Dundee, Carnoustie, Arbroath, Montrose, Stonehaven and Aberdeen. And the rear carriages are for Dalmuir, Dumbarton Central, Helensburgh Upper, Gálochead, Outcharn Talbot, Ardluey, Crean Larrick, Upper Tyndrum, Bridge of Orkney, Rannoch, Corra, Tulloch, Roybridge, Speen Bridge and Fort William. Platform 6, the delayed 2350 Caledonian Sleeper service to Aberdeen, Inverness and Fort William. I don't think there is Austin, except currently for Moira, the thing that was supposed to be done last Friday, but I've not heard back from Luke Wilson yet regarding it. Let's see if I can find the messages I got though. Here we are. Yeah, 6th of July. It was done. Moira should have been done on the 6th, so that's been 3 days now. And if they kept the alarms over, should have done. Coleraine, did they keep the great big fat ones? No idea. Yeah. So Moira is LED. Coleraine should be LED. Then that's about it for Northern Ireland completed. Before I got on that program, Connor, you got to the money yet and see how much each one gets. Ah, Sleeper's finally got a delay reason. I should say delay. No reason though. It's running about 24 minutes behind. I've got AdBlock on and it worked perfectly fine. Yeah, I think mine hadn't been upgraded. Time 23:51. You're in Northern Ireland, it's the exact same bloody time zone. Ah, fan battery's going low. Don't know how long it's been paused though. I can't reach to charge it. So what I'll do, I'll just check battery and be back in a moment. If so, crew will be out of order from. Yeah, I've got Discord. Do you want me to send you my server? I'm the lead on it. Here you go. Here's the channel Discord. What I might do is keep it on till midnight 100, then let you all get off and you finish watching the show, Connor. I'll keep up with the rest of them. I think I got to about the middle of series 2 and then that was it. I then couldn't find any more time for it. Of course the sleep is going to go out wrong, as it does. We're going to choose one final station. Which will be London Waterloo on real-time trains. If there's any service there, I've got no idea. Yeah, there is. There's the midnight 05 to Southampton Central. Expected late everywhere. It doesn't depart yet. Actually, let's make it fun, but not break the board. I'll switch it to Clapham Junction so you can see the arriving, approaching, etc. Website, I'll see if I've still got it up. Hang on. Because the only thing is, though, of course, Austin only works for like the national rail feed and the Transport for London Underground. The price on there is the only board that is made these days, and that's £300 for the P4. In the next batch, the August batch, there'll be a bigger one, a P5 with 5 pixels per square inch. That'll be going for, I think, about £400. So there's platform 14, the 2340 Southern service to London Victoria, calling it London Victoria only. Hang on, I just put my other phone down somewhere, I lost it. There it is, it's on the sideboard. Need to go in the plug, which I've got plugged in. Other thing, I'm near enough to go. So there's a train at platform 4, the 2340 Railways service to London Victoria. The 2343 Southwest 2343 Southern service to London Victoria is being delayed. The 2344 service to Dalston Junction is being delayed. 2340 Southern service to London Victoria is delayed by approximately 18 minutes. Your latest, Connor. Platform 10 for the 2357 South Western Railway service to Vauxhall and London Waterloo. Platform 10 for the 2357 South Western Railway service to Vauxhall and London Waterloo. I think what I'll do shortly is end the stream anyway and let you all get off. And I've never been to Northern Ireland, but I think the first place I would go is Coleraine. Either that or Moira, on the way to Portadown. Actually, I'm going to change the feed so not to blow the board. What feed would I want to stare at the rest of the morning? Doncaster, probably. And I'll set that to the National Rail feed, and it's not so awkward, and then the board can relax a bit. That's my midnight 100 hours. So I'm going to call this to an end shortly. Thanks for watching this very on and off live stream from Feb's Railway Adventures. We should see you in tomorrow's video with night mode at Lincoln High Street and the RAF 100 charter. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.